Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to yous. Good morning to yous. Hello, Marcus, Bill Boyle. Hello. Let's go. We got the DJ Cat on the board. Who got that first DJ? Marcus. Yes. Good job. I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you, my brother. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, Wrangle Norman, the only Dan in the UK. Let's go, everybody, get fired up. We got to get fired up. The lazy are in bed. The lazy. Let's go. We got no time to sleep. Wrangle, we got goals. The losing traders are in bed. Let's go. I appreciate you, Marcus. Thank you. Yes, Drew Bit. Regular candles always. Nobody uses Heiken Ashi. We're not in Japan. Let's go, JJ, Andrew, LJB, Mr. Dave with the $1.99. Let's go. Good morning, Zen Method. Let's go, everybody. The Gamer Cat. Hammer that thing. The Gamer Cat. Zen Method. Good morning, beautiful Jade. How are you? Which pair is it? You don't want to know the answer to that. It's a big pair, though. I can tell you that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. If you're here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day, Monday through Sunday. Yes, it is. Hello, my beauties. Mr. Dave. Let's go, Mr. Dave. Wolf Bits. Thank you. Get your heartbeats in, everybody. Get your heartbeats in. All right, beauties. Welcome aboard the Voss train. The Wizard of Voss is here. We got a lot to unpack here today. We are at 5,000 likes. Good morning. All we ask that you do is tap the screen, donate it from when you can, share the live, and repost that live. JDM, good morning. Juliet, good morning. Are we ready, traders? Are we ready to get rolling here? Are we ready? Let's go. All right. So, we all become traders for various reasons. We either want more time to spend with our children or have time freedom to do what we want, play more golf. Some people want more money. They hate their job. There's various reasons of why we want to become traders, okay? But the issue we have with this is that 9 out of 10 people are going to lose in the market. Now, what we mean by lose in the market, we don't mean lose trades here and there. 9 out of 10 means you will never be consistently profitable in the market as a day trader. Hello, Teddy Flows. Yes, it is. She's back. Teddy Flows is back on the tubes. We love you, Teddy. 9 out of 10 will never be consistently profitable in the market. Okay? That's what the stats say. Those are the facts. Okay? But don't get all upset now and say, oh, no. Because a lot of people have low self-esteem to begin with. Hearing this just makes it worse. Okay? 9 out of 10 now. That's a big number to unpack. But the reason 9 out of 10 traders lose and are never consistent is because they never get educated in how trading works. So this is what they do. They hate their job. They want more time freedom. They need more money, whatever it is. The first thing they do is they open a broker account. Usually your Weebles of the world, your Thinkorswims of the world, your Fidelities of the world. They open, they throw money in, they pull up a chart, they see a green candle to the upside, and then they enter to go long to try and make money. Now, if this relates to you on how you started as a trader, I want everyone to raise their hand in the chat. Everybody raise your hand in the chat if you did just that on your first trade ever. Okay? You opened up a broker account, you threw some money in, you saw a green candle, you got into the long side, and that was your trading. How many did that? Put the hand. Eddie G did it. Only Dan did it. Wrangle did it. Hello, Adorable. Who else did it? Davion Zen, thank you. Everybody did that. Andrew Chafer did it. Now, what made us think that we were going to make money doing that? Why did we think opening up a broker account, seeing a green candle to the upside, and then we were going to make money? Because we treat it as a casino. We're rolling the dice. Black 13. Give me 6s. Give me 2s. That's what we did. Okay? And then here's the bad part. Some traders get lucky and they actually made money on that first trade. Then they try it again. They got lucky again. And then we all know what happens. Whammo! Whammo! All these losers start piling up. It's like a losing party all of a sudden. And you say to yourself, what the hell just happened? My first 2 trades ever were green. I did pretty good. Look at this mess I created for myself now. So what happens now, after we start losing, the anxiety kicks up a lot. So now we're afraid to do anything because we see our account balance. Let's say you started with 2K or 5K. If you started with 5K, you only have $2,500 left in your account. You're like, oh my God, I just lost half my money in a matter of a week. Now we're afraid to do anything. Do I get in here? Oh no, the last time I got in there, oh no. So now we start building all of these bad habits, right? We're getting in wrong, no risk management, our emotions are all over the place, and we become the typical loser 9 out of 10 times. But not once did we ever think about, maybe I should learn how to do this, right? And most traders, what do they say? Well, I don't have time to learn. They're looking for quick money. They're miserable with what they're doing now. And they're saying, well, I don't have time to learn how to trade correctly, so I'm just going to hope for a miracle. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'll just go back to being miserable again. Is that you? Put me in the chat. So what you did is you gave yourself 2 options. Option number 1, you're going to open up a trading account and try to get rich quick and pray that it happens. That was option 1. Option number 2 was if option number 1 doesn't happen, you'll just go back to being miserable. So you got a 50-50 chance of staying miserable. You got a 50-50 chance of staying miserable, everybody. That's what you just did. Think about that for a second. Here is where you are. You're miserable. You open up a trading account. You're going to be a trader now. You're all happy. If it doesn't work as a trader, you're going to go back to being miserable again. That's the options you have given yourself. Think about that. I want everyone to stop and think about that for a second. But what if you said to yourself, I'm going to be a trader and I'm going to learn how to do this correctly so I don't have to go back and be miserable again. Put the time in to learn how to trade. Put in the hard-earned months to learn how to do this correctly. What could happen? For those of you who have put the time in, if you have put the time in to learn how to do this, has your trading gone from like a 0 to a 7 for the better? Put yes in the chat. If you went from like, oh my God, I suck at this, to a 7, put yes in the chat. Like dramatic changes in your trading. Dramatic changes from where you came from. Because you put in the time and you were doing this the right way. Because the alternative is to go back and try gambling again. And we know that don't work out. That's not going to work, okay? So how do we become better, Voss? How do we do this? How do I learn how to do this? Well, we'll talk about that in a second. But what I want you to focus on is to become a better trader in the markets. You first have to do what? You have to give yourself a chance to win. You have to take high probability entries. You got to take high probability entries. Every trade you enter, it has to be a high probability entry. You have to give yourself a chance to win that trade. Okay? The majority of people don't know what these are. They don't know where these entries are. They have no clue where a high probability entry is. Every entry they take is a gamble. Okay? Progression gradually. Yes, but here's the problem with that. If you don't know where high probability entries are, you can trade for the next 15 years. All you're going to do is build more bad habits and become a worse loser. You're going to lose worse because you have no educational foundation under you. You're not going to learn it on your own. You're not. Trust me. Okay? The market will make you insane. You won't be able to think rationally in order to learn it on your own. It won't happen. That's what the market does to you. It's a crazy thing. Trust me. We got 7 more cats on the board, everybody. Let's get rid of those cats. Let's get rid of those cats. So we have to take high probability entries. Where the hell are they? Well, your high probability entries are built around your cycle, your market cycle, your state, and your position of your stock. That is inside here is where you're going to find high probability entries and winners. Every time I enter a trade, I know I have a 70% or a higher chance of winning that trade. I know that. When I get in, I'm cool as a cucumber, baby. I know 7 out of 10, I'm going to win that trade. The 3 times I don't win that trade, do you know what happens in my trade? What do you think happens? If 7 out of 10 times I get into a trade, I know I'm going to win it. The other 3 times, what happens? Thank you for all the follows, everybody. I appreciate it. I break even on it. I'll have my occasional losers. Of course, everybody does. But the majority of the time, I'm going to break even on that trade. I'm not going to lose anything. Now, was it like this always? No, I was the worst trader on God's green earth. If you think you're a bad trader, times it by 5, and I was worse than you. Not bullshitting you. I was the worst trader that has ever existed on this planet. And I got proof and other mentors who can back that up. The worst. Out of control trader. Out of control. If you think you were bad, you got nothing on me. You got nada. 8 to 10 years. I sucked at trading. Sucked for that long. Sucked. I'm not even talking about progressing. Well, yeah, I progressed worse. We didn't progress getting better. Every single year got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse as we went down the line of trading. Couldn't get any worse. I almost got put into a goddamn psych ward. That's how bad it got. But I said to myself this one thing. I came this far. It can't get any worse than this. It couldn't. I ruined accounts. I lost a lot of money. It can't get any worse. I lived in my car. How much worse can it get than that? How much worse can it get than that? So I said, now I know I need to go out and find somebody who knows how to do this properly. How can I find somebody to go to teach me this? Okay. But you have to take high probability setups. Listen to this, traders. Until you find this, we're stuck. We're stuck. Okay. Now, when do you go and try to do this? Is this the first thing you do as a trader? Is you go find high probability setups? Is this the first thing you do, my beauties? Thank you, Zen. K. Braden, yes. GMK says yes. That's the first thing. Go look for high probability setups. Davion, thank you. Juliet, thank you for all those donations. No, you learn. No, everyone's wrong. This is not the first thing you do. This is number 2 in the cycle of your journey. What's number 1 and number 3? High probability entries is number 2. That is irrelevant unless you can do number 1. Kevin Mahan, the new VIPer. We had a lot of new VIPers yesterday. We had a new VIPer join yesterday that said, hey, Voss, yeah, I need a computer in order to trade. I need something to trade, to execute trades. I thought he was kidding. And I said to him, you at least need a phone to call in your trade. Do you have one of those? And I said, it can't be a cell phone. It has to be a rotary phone. And he was like, really? He thought I was serious. He thought I was serious, everybody. Out he went. We have no time for nonsense. Gone. See ya. Goodbye. We all waved goodbye. Booted him. See ya. See ya. Number 1 is risk management. You must be a great loser in the market before you can do anything else. Why? Well, I can give you all the high probability setups in the world. You got all these green trades, but if you get greedy and let them all come against you back to the downside, you're still lost. You can take all these beautiful trades to the upside. We're going to the moon. Not if you have bad risk management. You ain't going anywhere. Okay? You ain't going anywhere. So risk. We got to focus on risk management. Okay? So how do we make you a better loser in the markets? How do we make you a better loser? Well, the first thing we have to do is we have to break through that ego. Because a lot of traders now, when they lose, sorry guys, I'm sorry what I'm about to do, they start crying. Wah! I lost, Voss. I'm going to go try futures now, and then options again, and then maybe I'll learn how to trade a deck of cards. Why do I keep losing, Voss? I can't stand losing. This is what I deal with, everybody. These are grown men. Miss Market brings these grown men to their knees. And then they quit. Think about that. Ego. We got to break through your ego first, everybody. You have to not let any losing bother you. You get into a trade, you lose, you move on to the next one. You have a red day, you get up, you dust off, and you go on with your life for that day. We don't sit and pout. We don't be mean to people. You keep that chest up. You get better. You go review your trades and see what the hell happened. So we got to break through your ego first. Okay, that's number 1 in risk management. Let me tell you, you're going to go through this. I'm going to tell you that right now. So we got to break your ego. I have to make it in my VIP when you join, because you will, that you are not bothered by losses. They do not bother you at all. How many of you right now are bothered when you have one losing trade? Put me in the chat. Let's take a poll. Who is bothered by a losing trade? It like ruins your whole day in a matter of seconds. Your world is rocked to its core because of a losing trade. It's like the world's going to end. Oh my God! Oh my God! Who's rocked to their core a losing trade? Well, traders, we're going to fix that in the VIP. Okay? So once I get you losing and you don't care about it, we are going to get your losses small. Okay? Because I can't get you to take small losses until I can get you to not care about losses. Okay, everybody? Think about that. I can't get you to take smaller losses if you care too much about losses. So right now, this is your typical trader. All right? These are your losses. And those are your winners. You can't be a consistent, profitable trader like this. You can't have losers like that and winners like that. Houston, we got a problem. Houston, we got a problem. We need to be this way, my beauties. Our winners, we know, have to be bigger than our losers. That's how you get consistent every month. Your job is to be green every month, even if it's by 1 cent. Your job is to be green every single month. There's no reason why you are having red months. 0. Red days, of course. Red months, never. Never. Once you learn how to trade, it's almost impossible to have a red month. Once you know how to do this and you've been through the dogfight. It's really hard to have a red month. I mean, you really got to suck. Or you really have to have no control over yourself whatsoever to have a red month. We got 5 more cats. We got to hammer these things. Let's go. Hammer these cats to hell. What's up, Joe C? Thank you for the follows, everybody. Let's go. Thank you, SNW. K. Braden. Rev. Thank you, my Rev. Love you, Rev. Thank you. Appreciate you. So how are we going to get you to this point? Well, when you become a real trader in our VIP, we are going to teach you risk to reward. So what the hell does this mean? This means before you take any trade in the market, you are going to know what you're risking and what your reward has to be. Okay? So if you're about to enter a trade in my VIP, you are going to know your risk is 60 cents per share. You're risking 60 cents per share. You know you need minimum a 60-cent winner to the upside. Depending on what your setup is, you can go for $1.20 to the upside. But we're not going any higher than that. Why? And this is where traders stay in too long and wind up losing. Why are we not going any higher? Because the market cycle turns over after a 1-to-1 80% of the time. Based on your risk to reward, the market cycle will turn over on your 1-to-1 80% of the time. Now, I say depending on your setup because some traders can live through that turnover for another move higher on the third leg of the market cycle. But see, I can't get you to hold on this pullback. Okay, this is your 1-to-1 here. This is your 2-to-1 over here. I can't get most of you to hold through this pullback. Why? I got to get you out at 1-to-1. Why can't I get you to hold through this pullback of consolidation here? Because most of you are so used to losing, you will freak out. You will absolutely freak out on that pullback. You will go bananas on that pullback. You won't be able to do it. If you get a move to the upside here, let me show you. Once I teach you in the VIP proper setups and you get this move to the upside, you are not holding through that pullback right there to go onto the third leg. It's not going to happen. You won't be able to do it because you are so used to losing in the market. You're going to have a heart attack, okay? And the market will turn over on your one-to-one. One-to-one, market turns over. 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 So 80% of the time, after your one-to-one, you are going to get a red candle to the downside. Jay Dobbins with the $2 super. 2 more cats, my beauties. Right now, you're all sitting here going like this. Oh, my God, he does know what he's talking about. I'm telling you. I've studied all of this. So if you get an 80% red candle after your one-to-one, what do you think you should do? What do you think you should do? Get out! Get out of the damn trade. You won. You won the trade. Get out of the trade. Keith Decatur with the $10 super chat. Thank you, my brother. Okay? You get the hell out of there. So traders, you have to remember, you get into an A-plus setup. You get your one-to-one. Right around here, you are going to get your pullback. You get out of your trade. Lock it up. If you miss this move to the upside, can you take the second leg of the move for a long? Yes or no? Can you take the other side of the market cycle for a long? Yes or no? This works on any instrument, folks. Options, futures, that's all irrelevant. Price action doesn't change for anything. Yes, you can get it on this side of the market. A matter of fact, if you get it on this side of the market, and depending on your retracement, this move will be bigger than the first move. Oh, you didn't know that. You didn't know that. This move right here, traders, will be bigger than the first leg of the cycle on a specific pullback percentage. And you learn that in the VIP. You'll learn that in the VIP. See, when you get a move to the upside, woo, we're going to the moon. No, you're not. You're just going to pull back. And depending on where your pullback is here, you will go farther than the first leg did. Huh? How would you like to know that? How would you like to know that, everybody? ARP says, what about sweeps? That's easy. You just get a broom and you just sweep from side to side. You take your broom and you sweep from side to side. That's how you sweep. I don't know. I mean, we only do stock trading in here, but if you need to learn how to sweep, ARP, we sweep from side to side. Okay? And that is how, traders, you trade on high probability setups. Now, what is some of the biggest mistakes that most traders make? They don't focus on the A-plus setup. They're fixated with the reversal. Why? Why are most traders fixated on the reversal? Now, this one should stick out like a sore thumb. Why are they all, when they're not sweeping from side to side, are they obsessed with reversals? Why are they obsessed with reversals? Because they don't know what A-plus setups are. So most of the time, they miss the move to the upside. They miss the move. So now that they have FOMO, they are trying to catch the reversal. How many of you tried reversals because you missed the move and you had FOMO? Put me in the chat from side to side. Put me in the chat if you tried a reversal because of FOMO. Look at all these me's. Whoa, man, this Voss is good. Holy moly, the Wizard of Voss. The Wizard of Voss. Okay? But now here's why you lost that trade to the upside. Here's your move up. That was your move up. Okay? You're going to try a reversal now up here. You're trying to reverse this thing. How in the hell can you do a reversal when you don't even know what your retracement level is yet on the second part of the cycle? That's like Russian roulette. You crazy? You're going to try to short up here without knowing what kind of pullback? No, 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 no. There's only one or two times you can short this pullback, and it's on a specific event that you get, and you'll learn that in the VIP. And I took that trade on Friday. I took that first pullback because I got a specific event. Now, to get in to our, wrong one, to get into our VIP, you are going to head over to thevosstrading.com. Link is in the bio, my beauties, right there. That is how you get into the VIP, and I'm going to make you a totally different trader, a real trader, so you know what the hell you're doing. Link is in the bio, or just type that in to your browser. All right? Now, let's get back to the important part, risk management. So based on your risk to reward will determine what your winner and what your loser is going to be. Will your risk to reward be the same on every trade, yes or no? Will this be the same on every trade? Number, we do everything. Josie, my girl. No, it won't be. It's impossible. Why can't your risk to reward be the same on every trade? We just went over this because the market cycle won't allow it to. The market runs in a cycle. It goes, when this is to the upside, it goes up, consolidates, it comes down. It comes down, it consolidates, it goes back up. And you are trying to do the same risk to reward on every trade. You will not be consistently profitable if you do that. Because if your risk to reward on every trade is too big and you enter on a certain part of the market cycle, you will not get to your reward. You're going to lose. Do you understand that? Let me show you. If your risk to reward is up here, this is your reward. This is where you entered. That's your entry. But the market cycle that you entered on can only go as far as here for your winner on that setup. It's going to turn over and you are going to lose. So your risk to reward is based on the market cycle of that specific setup. I'm going to read. Does everybody understand what I just said? Do you all understand this very important concept? Thank you, adorable Rev. Thank you, Juliet. Let's go. Roses time. You guys never heard that one before, huh? I didn't even tell the VIPers that one. I gave you a freebie because it's Sunday. And the Bills got screwed. Traders, if your risk to reward, if you have it set, and this is what you need, based on what you set it for every trade, your reward is up here. If the market cycle setup that you took this entry on can't get up to your reward, you are going to lose the trade. I need you to understand that. So that is why every risk to reward is different. Some will be 40 cents. Some will be 50. Some will be $1.50. Some will be $1. It's not set. The market sets your risk to reward. Everyone put that in the chat right now. The market cycle sets your risk to reward. Put that in the chat. I need you to understand it. The reason I have you put it in the chat, because if you write it down, it will go into the brain. Trends, that's why you lose every day, baby. Thank you, Striker. Market cycle sets the risk to reward. All right? Now, this is your market cycle. We go over this a lot. We go over this in detail and the why in the VIP. This is just the what. This is your market cycle. Your longs are on the upper tier of the market cycle. Your shorts are on the bottom tier of the market cycle. Okay? Anything above this line, you are going long. Anything below this line, you are going short. Now, with that said, and VIP members in here, do not answer this question. We know you know. I want the non-VIPers to answer, okay? What numbers do you go long on the market cycle? What numbers do you take a long on the market cycle? One, 4, 5, 7. Wrong. Boy, you must carry. That's a lot of losing. That's a lot of losing, Carrie. 1 and 8. Those are the only spots you go long on the market cycle. Right now, everyone's like this. Holy shoot. Holy shoot! So that means when you go long here, whoops, here, 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 and here, and here, you are going to lose. 2 out of 8. 2 out of 8. You get 2 shots to get the correct A+ setup. Think about that. Now we know why we have a 90% losing rate, which we talked about when we first this live, because most traders are uneducated. They don't know typical market cycle language. So, of course, we're going to have a high losing rate in the market. But what if you get educated? Guess what, everybody? Does everybody know that number goes to 50-50? Whoa! You didn't know that, did you? Huh? They did their study on educated traders now. They injected that into their study, and it goes to 50-50. Why do you think we were at 50-50 still? Because some people are just stupid. I mean, not to be mean. I mean, it's just what it is. I mean, some people is never going to be able to execute anything. All right? Good job, Carrie. Proud of you. So that is where you are going for your longs. 1 and 8. Okay? Now, where are you going for your shorts? Where are your A+ short setups, my beauties? How big should your stop loss be? Number? That depends on your risk to reward. You'll learn that in the VIP. 3 and 5. Yes. This is where you are going for your A+ shorts. So that means if you try to short here, 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 or here, you're going to lose in the markets. Okay? 3 and 6. Chef McQueen, if you short at number 6, you are trying to short right there. That is your number 6 in the market cycle. That is where you're trying to go short, McQueen. It ain't going to end well. Here's your number 6, McQueen. Bam! It ain't going to end well. This is what happens when you short number 6. Whoop! Boom! Boom! Back to the upside. Okay? You need to know these fundamentals of how to trade in the market. Now, when a trade goes in your direction, whoop, whoop, and you are not quite yet at your 1-to-1, we're going to teach you where you put that break even in, bam, right there, so you don't lose the trade. But you have to earn the right to put the break even in. Most traders do this. Ready? A novice, this is a typical novice trader. Are we ready? We get into the trade, it starts growing and growing up, and then we start sliding that stop loss up. Woo, woo, woo. And then you get zinged right about there. And you made 10 cents. Damn. And then what happens? After you make your 10 cents, it goes to the moon. Damn, it went without me. Holy moly. The next trade you take, right? You enter, it starts to grow. We start throwing that stop loss in, and we start dragging it to the upside like a scared little kitty cat. Meow, meow. And then wham! Who does that? Who does the little, we move our stop loss up like a little scaredy cat. Ooh, ooh, move it up a little more. Ooh, 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 ooh. Who's moving that thing up? Huh? Who's moving that thing up like a scaredy cat? You have to earn the right. You must earn, and we're going to teach you that in the VIP, the right to put in your break even. And once you earn that right, it feels good. Right, VIP? When you earn the right to put that break even in, you sit back like this and you say, come to Papa. And if it stops you out, so what? You didn't lose anything. Okay? So, number one, here we go. We have to make you a great loser. And by that, we are going to break the ego so you don't cry every time you lose. Number two, we are going to teach you risk to reward so you know when to get into a trade and when to get out of a trade properly based on market cycle. Okay? And number three, we are going to teach you when to put your break even in so you don't lose the trade when it goes in your direction. Now, current VIPers, once I broke your ego, and once I taught you risk to reward, and once I taught you when you earn the right to put your break even in, did your losers become a lot smaller? Yes or no? Put them in the chat. Did your losers become a lot smaller? Yes or no? Put it in the chat. There you go. How many of you journal and have an equity curve? Anybody? Who has an equity curve on their journal? One Bad Religion. You learn that in the VIP. You have a whole education course on it. So if you guys don't have journals, you don't have a journal. Yikes. All right. Well, that's mandatory in the VIP. I mean, this is one of our VIP members. I don't know if he's in here quitting. And anyone else wants to send me theirs, you can. You have in the past, but I've deleted them. He's been with us, I think, 2 years now. And he joined before January 25. He joined in 24. And this red was a lot worse than this. His equity curve was down here, and it came back up like this. Okay? But prior to 25, he was down in this area. Okay? This is him now, 2 years into the VIP. That is his equity curve. So we had to stop the bleeding. All right? As you can see, prior to 25, he was bleeding. And what we did was we curbed the bleeding a little bit. And now we've completely stopped the bleeding to the upside. All right? So that's what we are going to do for you in our VIP. He's a hard worker. He shows up to every live training I give in the VIP. He's watched over 70 plus hours of educational videos in there. I mean, the guy works. And you got to work or it ain't going to work. Okay? We got to hammer those roses, rest of those roses. Let's go. Let's go. Hammer those. Journaling is easy. We will show you how to journal. All right? So right now, the majority of you, your equity curve is going like this. All right? To the downside. The only time I want you to draw a trend line in is your equity curve. You're going down. So these little moves to the upside is when you got lucky and had some winners. Okay? But you are still trending down. Do you know what down here is? When you get down to this level right here, what does that mean? Does anybody know? Yes, the female traders in our VIP are a lot better than the men. I mean, it's not even close. But we have a lot of great traders, men traders too. It's just that the women destroy them. I'm telling you, it's not even close. What is this box down here? This means you blew up your account and you are depositing more funds in the market. You trended down. That is what your equity curve did. Okay? And then you deposit more money in the market. How many of you have deposited into your broker account more than 5 times in your trading journey? How many of you have deposited in your broker more than 5 times? A lot of people, man. Look at this. I mean, I'm not making fun of nobody. I've done it. More than 5. How many? Way more. Okay. Let me ask you something. What makes you think each deposit you put in, you're going to get better? What makes you think you're going to get better? You're going to get worse. It's going to get worse, not better. You need to learn how to do this. Okay? You need to learn how to do this. Traders, any move to the upside or downside, let's say we had a big move to the downside, you have to know your retracement levels coming back up, which will determine your next play in the market. It is vital. This is one part of trading is retracement levels. You have risk, you have entry, you have retracements, you have market cycle, you have cycle out reversals, you have breaker structures, all your different candles. You got to learn and put all this together. All right? You got to learn and put this all together. We are now going to head over to the Galaxy Land. Let's go, my beauties. Thank you, Shelly. Life Wonder, Sportster. Yes, Revs and Methods. Stevie B. Carrie, thank you for all those donations. Hammer those galaxies. Traders, depending on what your retracement is, either up or down, will determine your next play in the market. This is option 1, 2, and 3 in the market. If you get a move that does this back to the upside, can you short back down to the downside? If you get a move that does this, can you short back down to the downside? If you get a move, let me do them in green, that does that, can you short this back to the downside? Shorting this, traders, okay? Shorting here is a lot different. Let me put this in for you. Playing with colors here. Is a lot different than shorting this type of pullback. Okay? Look at the different pullbacks here. That is pullback number 1. That is pullback number 2. They both come back to the same retracement level, but they're both totally different trades. They are both 2 different trades in the market. This trade is going to set you up for a breaker structure. This trade is going to set you up for an A+ setup. They are totally different trades. And that's how you have to think. You have to be one step ahead to get ready for your trade. Look, traders, this is your move to the downside. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's your move to the downside. This is your move back up. This move back up is one type of play that you can have. This move is another type of trade that you can get. These are 2 different pullbacks. Do you understand that? We are going to go over this in the VIP extensively Tuesday night. Okay? Fibonacci, no, these aren't Fibonacci's. You were close, Adventure. You were close, but you're wrong. As usual. As usual. We got 3 galaxies. Let's go. We're only at 81,000 likes. We're 50 minutes in. We got 3 minutes to finish those galaxies. 3 minutes. And I got a lot more to show you. To get into the VIP, you are going to head over to thevosstrading.com. That is where you go to learn how to trade properly. Get in there and start learning. Now, let's get back to work. Zen method. It can't be Zen all the time. It can't be Zen all the time. Thank you, my Zen. I love you. Those are your two different type of pullbacks. Good to see. Well, Moko boy, when you get in there, we will welcome you with open arms. Do you got it? Okay. So taking your next setup will be different depending on these two different type of pullbacks. I'm not looking for a short on this setup. I am looking for a short on this setup for sure. It's the same thing to the upside traders. Look. That's your move up, okay? That's your move back, or this is your move back. Totally two different plays. Now you can also have this. The first move to the upside is vitally important. If you get one of these to the upside, we just had in our VIP training a whole hour course on that type of move to the upside. And there is a word for that type of move. So that means you are looking for violence back down. Everything we show you is for a specific reason, but majority of you are just guessing and gambling in the market. You have no clue what's going on. Messy lover, it doesn't matter if it's swing or day trading. It doesn't matter, traders. It doesn't matter. Everything is the same still. Oh, my Lord. It's amazing how many people don't know what they're doing. It's quite frightening. It's getting very, very scary out there. Especially if they're going to lower the PDT. I mean, there's going to be people blowing up their accounts all over the place. Instead of doing it in one shot, they're going to do it by 1,000 cuts, which is more painful. Let's go. We are at 91,000. What is the one thing you struggle with the most, traders? Put in the chat. What is the one thing you struggle with the most? Hello, DeMargu. Good to see you, my brother. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate you. All right, we got two more galaxies. Two more galaxies. We got 1 minute. Go. 1 minute left. Market swing. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Does bot trading work? No. Go try it. Let me know what happens. Does bot trading work? 92% of all traders lose in the market, and you're going to rely on one of those 92% to configure a bot for you? Whoa, baby! Rev, thank you, Rev! We got one more galaxy on the board! We got one more! Create your own script. Let me know how you make out, Lumber. Jay Dobbin. Let me decide my fate. Go ahead. I know what it's going to be. You're 1 out of the 9 out of the 10. That's what it's going to be. Let's go, my beauties. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we're going to do roll call. No one's sending it. We're going to wrap it. Andrew the Believer, Marcus, Bill Boyle, Wrangle, Mr. Dave, Wolfbits, JDM, Jay Stryker, Davion, Adorable, Lauren, love you, Juliet, Suzette, Dirt Digger, Shelley, Carrie, Rev, Stevie B, Sportster, Jay Heat, Asif. Thank you all so much for all those donations. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Guys, I'm going to pin a comment, okay? Here it is. Look, let's look him up. 24 followers. He has a market swing club. He has a market swing club with only 24 followers. Think about that. Does it get any more pathetic than this guy that I just pinned right here? Market Swing Club with 24 followers. I guess they're not swinging too good over there. I guess they're not swinging too good. Hold on, Market Swing. I got somebody that wants to join. Hold on, I got somebody. Here we go. Market Swing Club. Wizard. Yeah, you want to join this guy's Market Swing Club? What is it? Hold on, let me pull it up. He's got 24 followers. Follow for free live education. A free weekly watch list this guy has. And he has pictures of shooting stars. He looks like he just got out of prison about 5 days ago. Do you want to follow this guy? What's that? Okay. All right. I'll let him know. He says, the Wizard, they're swinging all right, but they're not swinging candles. Whoa! Let's go! They're swinging all right, but they're not swinging candles over there. Holy Market Swing Club. Woof. Market Swing Club. All right, enough of him now. All right, folks, do we want to continue or should we end it here? Let me know when the Wizard comes on YouTube, Daddy. I love you guys, everybody. I love you guys. Folks, there's no reason why you are losing in the market. Thank you, Carrie. I love you. There is no reason why you are losing in the market. You just don't know what you're doing. Anyone can learn how to trade if you are going to give us your dedication, your time, okay? Then we will help you. But if you're just lazy, I mean, you're not going to accomplish anything anywhere, okay? So that is vitally important. I'm going to go over this real quick for you. So on Tuesday, we know we are in a narrow state. So on Tuesday, we will be in a narrow state, okay? Narrow. That means the state of the market will be narrow. Don't forget, we have one galaxy left. On NVIDIA, we will be in a neutral. Now, we're going to be in a narrow state on NVIDIA as well. The issue here is that you closed out NVIDIA like this. So anything to the downside on NVIDIA, when we open Tuesday or any gap down, we are not looking for that short. Let me show you. If this is our whip zone, look how big this whip zone is because of the way we closed out. Because of the way we closed out, look at this whip zone. It is big, okay? If we open right here, are you looking to go short at the open on NVIDIA on Tuesday? If you hear that bell, are we going short on NVIDIA? Thank you, Zed Method. I appreciate you, brother. No, we're not going short there. You are in position 3. And look how you closed out the day before. You are getting a pullback on this, traders. You will be getting a pullback. That will be your move to the downside. We will teach you your retracements up, what your next play will be. You are going to wait and you are going to be a sniper. Okay? Most traders, what they see is this move to the downside. Look at what we have here. From here to here is all red. Why would you short that to the downside? Only a novice would short that to the downside, my beauties. You can't short that down, okay? Does this ring a bell? Do you understand the reason why? Do you understand this? Good morning, Finn Joe. All right? Same thing to the upside. If you gap up and you open up here on Tuesday, you are not going long. You are not going long. The novice trader sees this gap up I mean, this is just common sense. They see this gap up, they think they're going higher to the upside. You are not going higher. You need the pullback, and depending on what type of pullback you get will determine your next play in the markets, my beautiful traders. All right? And we will teach you all this in our amazing VIP. Remember, if you are not serious about trading, we do not want you in the VIP. We do not want you in the VIP because you're not serious about trading. Okay? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, it is. Thank you, Zen, Marcus, and Life Wonders. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. Black Colored, you are going to head over to thevosstrading.com. You can click the link in my bio or just go to thevosstrading.com. And that'll get you into the VIP. Let me change this for you guys. I don't want you sending any more of these. How many of you were green last week? How many of you were green in the market last week? You're welcome. And we will welcome you with open arms, my brother. Who was green in the market last week? Let's go, let's go. Good job, yes. $50 a month. $50 a month. What took you out? Unity? Shouldn't be taking you out. Let's see. Good morning, Kate. Kate! There she is. Everyone say hello to my beautiful Kate. Yes, it is. Hello, Kate. Thank you for the heartbeat. What a sweetheart. Thank you, Kate. I hope you're doing well. Apple? What about Apple? Apple, on Tuesday, you will open in a neutral state. The state of Apple is neutral, okay? Neutral. Let me show you this. Look, traders, the state of Apple on Friday was neutral. You were in a bearish neutral state. You also were what on Apple at the open? Tell me the characteristics of Apple on Friday at the open. You were in a bearish neutral state. What else do you see? What other things do you see about Apple? What do you see here? What are the characteristics of Apple? You are in the whip zone. You're going to whip around in here, okay? Under the whip zone. Under the whip zone. Boom. That is your whip zone. Remember, under the whip zone. Remember we give you levels? Under the whip zone. Or over. We do not trade inside the whip zone. You will get whipped around. For the first 15 minutes of the trading day, you will get whipped around. That was Apple. That was an easy one. AMD on Friday. This was your whip zone again. You get the one move down. You are doing nothing. You couldn't even get out of the whip zone on AMD. This is all chop. Who got chopped up on AMD on Friday? Let's go over to NVIDIA to the moon. Let's see what we got. NVIDIA. Here we go. Move that up. Whoop. Look, above the whip zone. Above the whip zone. Bearish neutral state. At the open, you are not looking to go long. It pulls back. It pulls back. Okay? You are in position. When you see this move to the upside, the party is over because you opened in a bearish neutral state. You are not taking that long. But so many people don't know what they're doing. It's insane. It is insane, traders. You don't even know the state of your stock. You don't know the state of your stock. But we're going to fix all of that. All right, my beauties, we did the roll call already. TheVosstrading.com. That is where we're going to change your trading, and you will be a completely different trader. Link is in the bio. Thank you, Jay Gilbert, Kate, Rob Morris, Zen Method, Marcus, Rob Morris. Life wonders. I love you all so much. We will see you all back on. I'm not sure if I'm coming on tomorrow. We'll see. But we will be back on Tuesday morning for the open. All new VIP traders, you have time now to get in there and learn the next 2 days. So when Tuesday comes around, you have some real education under your control now. Okay? And let's start getting you to win. Consistency. I love you all. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Make the world a better place. Give someone a hug today and pay it forward. We'll see you soon. Love you. Get in that VIP, Carrie. The longer you wait, the worse it's going to get. Unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4.